This is like the third intro video that I've started. The other two have been, oh man, I've been sitting here like recording for 25 minutes or so. And oh, by the way, this is Hunter. Wait. This is the Hunt Studio. My name is Hunter. Welcome. Welcome. What is this video? To be honest, I have been going back and watching my videos from like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, and I was so like blissful, man. I was so... Everything was so simple, like as far as the video process, as far as like making the videos, and because all I wanted to do was draw, and all I wanted to do was make videos of me drawing. And since then, it's expanded so far beyond that, and it's gotten so complicated. It's so complex. I won't say complicated. I do enjoy what I do. I enjoy very much making art. I very much enjoy everything that I've done. Every project I've said yes to, whether I liked it in the beginning or not. I enjoyed the process. I was thankful that I've done it, all that. But, you know, back a year ago, 2 years ago, I hadn't done anything crazy or creative or collaborative, or hadn't made a t-shirt or stickers or nothing like that. You know, I was just simply drawing in a dang sketchbook. And my only objective was to fill that sketchbook. And so it was so simple. Like, I would talk for 30 seconds maybe, and then I would just jump right into it. Like, oh, this is a video about drawing in a sketchbook. You want to watch me draw in a sketchbook? And then I would do a voiceover while I do this top-down thing of me drawing. And yeah, so life's just gotten so much more complicated. So, not complicated, but complex. Like, there's just more layers, more and more and more layers. So I want to bring this, like, back to the basics of this video. Is just going to be a video of me drawing. That's it. Other than this 4-minute intro. It's going to be a drawing video, me drawing. Get ready, strap in, because I'm going to draw. Probably in my sketchbook, because I have another sketchbook. Obviously, this is like my 6th one I'm on, and I'm trying to fill it up. Because I gotta fill it up before December. December 31st is my deadline, because I want to jump on and start a new sketchbook in January to June, and then June to December. So I'm at 2 a year. So for the past like 18 months, I've filled up 3 sketchbooks. So it's pretty cool, very cool. So I'm almost done with this one. You're gonna watch me fill up another sheet in this sketchbook, and that's it. Super simple. Let's get to it. So something the other day happened. I went to the emergency room, and I got me some stitches. To explain what happened, it was like 3 in the morning, right? Maybe 2 in the morning, and I was moving my computer around, and for some reason I had decided, I actually swore this off, but for some reason I decided to zip tie the slack on my cables together. So I zip tied them together, and well, I went to plug it in, and of course it was too short, because it was too short. So I pulled out my pocket knife, which I've never sharpened, and I've owned for like 6 months, and it was super dull. And so I went to stick that knife underneath the zip tie, pull, and it wouldn't, cut immediately because the thing is dull. So I turned it towards me to give myself some more grip, and pulled, and then sure enough, pop. It popped off, and then also pop right into my chest. Right into my chest, on the side where my heart is, and I just like, oh no. So I just like hurriedly, I dropped everything, and I was actually staying the night with some friends, and again, it was like 2 in the morning, so they were asleep, and I just barged into their room, like, hey, I gotta go to the hospital, and they're like, what? Oh, what? Like, I just stabbed myself in the chest. And they're like, oh, no. Oh, man. So they're like, let me see. And I showed it to them, and it just started blood just spewing. And so I don't know if you know this or not, but I was a combat medic in the Army. And so my training, my specialty is in trauma. So, on the battlefield, if something were to happen, it was my job to fix the trauma. So I did my training it just kicked in, and I just, put pressure on it, whatever, did the thing, make sure my breathing was right, everything was all right, and I was like, all right, let's go to the hospital. So we run to the hospital. I get there, and I'm like talking with a sense of urgency because I just stabbed myself in the freaking chest, and I was scared that I had gone too deep. I didn't know how deep I had gone, but I wasn't worried about that. I was just trying to get seen and get fixed. So I told the lady, the receptionist at the front desk, and she hollered to the back, oh, we got a hole in the chest. We got a knife wound. And then she goes, I'm going to need you to fill this paperwork out. And I'm like, my hands are kind of occupied right now. I got them in my chest. She's like, well, I need you to sign this. I'm like, I got a hole in my chest. I could be seriously damaged right now. I'm not worried about paperwork. I need to get fixed. And so I signed it as fast as I could, and got some doctors in, got them to me, and well, they all, like, of course, there's younger, I guess they would be nurses, the youngsters here. They all just huddled in to see what, those are like 10 of them in the room at the same time with me, and they're like, let us see. And so I showed it to them, and they all went, ooh, they wanted to see it real good. So I was like, yeah, I get it. So, anyway, I told them the story, and they made me tell it again because apparently people come in here and lie with, like, wounds to the chest is a common thing. And they're like, yeah, usually people get stabbed. That's where people are stabbed. Or, and then one lady was like, are you trying to kill yourself? Are you trying to commit suicide? I was like, no, don't, no. Nothing like that. It was an accident, I swear. And so they let me go. They left me alone after like twice of me telling the story. They're like, yeah, we just wanted to make sure your story lines up, so it's fine. So I got an x-ray, and I got some stitches, and I'm okay. Obviously, I'm alive and kicking. It ended up being just right there at the subcutaneous level, right there at it didn't get past the fat, right, thankfully. So it didn't bust through anything, it didn't damage anything, and I got 3 little stitches, and they sent me on my way. And oddly enough, like, I was, the guy who sutured me up, he looked at my chest and saw that I had a bunch of tattoos. I got one just sprayed, I got this big owl across my chest, and he goes, all right, which one of these hurt worse, the tattoo or the hole in your chest? And I was like, actually, the tattoo hurt worse. It was a similar feel. Actually, it was like a similar feel, like it's a wound, right? You're damaging your skin by punching ink into it, right? And so it like scabs over and it heals and it does a thing and it gets real itchy. And it felt about the same, this knife wound did, except my chest was all over, right? So that every time I would, I got 2-hour sessions, and the pain lasted 2 hours long each time. And this was just like a little pop. Oh, no. It just like stuck in real good, and adrenaline rushed through, and I didn't start feeling it till about an hour later. Maybe even more than that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I went to the doctor and got stitched up. That was fun. I was not expecting to go to the hospital at all. But I will say that I felt like that day, all day, something felt off. Something felt weird. Something felt like dark emitting over me, and I felt it. I felt something like it almost felt like death itself was knocking on my door, and it was like, "It's your time." And I was like, "What the hell? What does that mean? What does this mean? I don't know." But that's what it ended up being. Like as soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh, that's what that feeling was. That's what it was." So I was being like mentally prepared almost. I don't even understand what happened, but anyway, I'll leave you there. I'm going to get out of here. This is the Hunt Studio. I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope you don't be alarmed. I'm okay. I'm okay. If you stab yourself in the chest, just stick your finger in the wound and rush to the ER. And tell them you stabbed yourself with a knife in the chest. All right. See you later. Goodbye. This is the Hunt Studio. Peace. Bye.